A Minneapolis police officer pleads guilty in the beating of Jaleel Stallings. This happened during the unrest after the murder of George Floyd.
Jaleel Stallings, the man beaten by a Minneapolis police officer 3 years ago as civil unrest raged, is slamming the plea deal handed down. Former MPD officer Justin Stetson pled guilty to assault and misconduct today.
And in return, he avoids serving any time in prison. Our Paul Bloom.
Wow, no time in prison. This dude beat a man and he doesn't have to do any jail time. That is honestly messed up.
Joining us now, and Paul, you were able to speak with Jaleel today about this deal, and he says he's really unhappy with it.
Kelsey and Randy, consider this. You just heard from him. Jaleel Stallings would spend 5 days in jail. Justin Stetson will spend none. Stallings was looking at years in prison for attempted murder of a police officer before a jury acquitted him of any wrongdoing in his own beating. Stallings telling me the plea deal does nothing to hold the police accountable.
Wow, so they tried to pin some bogus charges on Jaleel, and that didn't stuck. Wow. So we had to basically like prove that he was innocent of the cops beating him for a crime they tried to bogusly pin on him. That is, ooh, what a justice system we have here.
I feel like this doesn't deter any other officers who may not take their oath seriously.
Jaleel Stallings is disappointed, calling the plea deal for Justin Stetson, the ex-cop who beat him so badly. Stallings' face was fractured, a quote, slap on the wrist.
Truthfully, throughout this incident, I have seen failures at every level of the justice system.
On Wednesday,
Why didn't the other cops get charged as well?
we caught this brief glimpse of Stetson on his way into court, where he admitted pummeling Stallings, even after Stallings had given up and was complying with law enforcement orders.
Yeah, the dude is on the ground and he's kneeing him in the head, punching him in the head, and and they're doing it because the dude is black and these cops hate black people, and they were happy to be able to beat people in the protest over George Floyd because this is what a majority of cops want. They want a race riot so that they can go around beating and killing black people.
All right, we're rolling down Lake Street.
Stetson and his fellow SWAT team members were in an unmarked van enforcing nighttime curfew following the police murder of George Floyd when they fired less lethal rounds, striking Stallings in the chest. Stallings has said he thought it might be white supremacists and fired 3 times in return. No officers were hit.
Wow, they shot him in the chest. They were trying to kill him there by shooting him in the chest. And Stallings is just trying to defend himself, especially when you're being shot at by people in an unmarked vehicle.
But they quickly pounced on Stallings, with Stetson kicking, punching, kneeing, and slamming Stallings' face against the pavement. A jury acquitted Stallings of all criminal charges, including attempted murder. The city settled with him for $1.5 million.
I felt like I was held to a higher level of accountability than anybody else involved in the incident.
As part
Oh yeah. Especially when it comes to black people, yeah, we're held to higher accountability compared to the law enforcement officers. They can do whatever they want for the most part and pretty much get away with it. It's only been recently that more and more cops are being charged with various crimes. That was just a fraction of the cops that should be charged and convicted.
of Stetson's plea deal with the Attorney General's office, he avoided any time in jail and was required to write this letter of apology to Stallings, quote, I hold myself 100% accountable. I was responsible for an unfair and violent assault upon you. I can't begin to express how sorry I am.
Wow, and the cop was forced to write an apology letter. Like, it's basically like making a little kid write an apology letter to another student or neighborhood kid that they harmed. This won't correct his behavior. This dude needs to be in prison for actually his attempted murder of Jaleel by them shooting him in the chest, and then beating him and stuff like that. These cops were out for blood.
So let's break down Stetson's deal here. Again, the letter of apology, no time in custody. A judge can sentence him up to 90 days of community service. He can never be employed in law enforcement again. Stetson must complete a level 1 anger management course and can no longer use or possess firearms. Formal sentencing currently scheduled for August 9th.
Yeah, that is definitely just a slap on the wrist. If you enjoy my content, please like, share, and subscribe. Peace out.